everyone, and welcome to the Raw Vegan Guru channel, where we are raising health consciousness together. So today I'm going to be doing a video on what is in my vegan fridge. This should give you a really good overall sense of how I do my shopping and what key items I always like to keep in my fridge for optimal health and balance and harmony. So let's open this up. Bam, bam. Now, when I open up my fridge, I get really excited about it because I see all of the amazing potential and power that is right here. Of course, I would feel that way more so if I was standing in a garden, looking at these things as they were blooming and being ready to pick at their optimal timing. But I am so excited that I am given the opportunity and the blessing to have all of the medicine I need right here in my kitchen. So I work hard and I achieve my goals to always be working on the harmony of this vessel. So let's get into it. I will explain what I do in here, all right? So let's go on top shelf. So we have our berries. I mean, bada boom, bang, bang, we gotta have our berries. That's always going on. Last night, I actually was doing some potatoes because they were starting to go bad. So I was like, okay, let me cook off these potatoes. And I made a really nice, which I'll do a video on, healing potato soup. So I wasn't having any stomach problems. But if you ever have indigestion or difficulty with your stomach and you're feeling perhaps heartburn or gas, what I do is I will simply boil potatoes, red or Yukon, gold, it doesn't matter, choose your potato. And then I will blend it in a blender with hot water. And that's it. Well, I'll add maybe a little sea salt. And that is going to make a really, really soothing, warm coating soup. So I will do that just because I love it. It's just, especially in cold, rainy days or during the winter, when I have my exceptions for cooked foods, which I can explain at another time. I'm 97% all raw. My exceptions are like Indian food. I'm a huge Indian food advocate. And I love cooking off squashes, especially in the fall. Pumpkins, I do a lot of things with that. I love Afghani recipes when it comes to pumpkin. And I love potatoes. So I don't know. I am Irish. And I'm in a place where they grow potatoes, so I'm just always around the potato. So last night, I cooked off a local, this was really nice, sweet potato. So, I don't know. It's kind of funny when I do these things because when I go into the fridge and I'm ready to make my meal, I have something cooked compared to all my raw ingredients, and I'm like, oh, I want the power of love. I want those raw ingredients, and I'm like, oh, but I gotta use that. So what I'll do is, like, maybe with this, I'll do my salad, and then I'll maybe cut half of this because it's very filling for me, and I'll dice that up, and I'll put that on top of my salad, make it a little bit more hearty. Then this is a great idea. I'm a big jar man, so I always am reusing and saving my jars, or friends who are using certain products like peanut butters, etc., pasta sauces. I'm always like, hey, save those jars for me because I reuse them for everything. Really, I'm a jar man. That's a big thing in my life. So, for example, in this jar I have from the other evening, I made a shredded beet and cucumber spinach salad with sprouted chickpeas, always bringing in the spices. This was a little left over, so I put it in this jar, and what I'm going to do with this actually is I'm just going to throw it into like a colored green leaf or a lettuce leaf and just make like a raw burrito version. It'll just be right in there, and I'm going to do it up. I am always jarring and preparing my fruit ahead of time, especially when I was working in the physical sense and going to a job location. I would always have different things to be prepared. Even though I do my mono meals, sometimes I would bring a jar of fruit. So I just cut open a pineapple yesterday and I jarred it. And this will last for about a week. And it's really interesting because there must be a science to this, but I have found out on my own. It starts to really sweeten up and become delicious and awesome from being in the jar. So sometimes you'll get like a melon or something that isn't ripe yet, but it will start to go bad. You'll start to get bad spots with it. And I have learned that it is really cool to put into the jar. And then you'll be able to sweeten that up with usually a couple of days, maybe a week pushing it. I've also fermented fruits that way. So that was cool. So then I have my melon. So I did some melon in a jar. Bam, bam, bam. That's electric. Some smoothies. I got smoothies ready to go. I feel like I am a store because people are always, buying these garbage drinks and energy boosters and these cans and all these concoctions. And I got a smoothie ready to go. Sometimes we're like, you know what? I feel like some power. Maybe I don't feel like making a smoothie right now. And I'm like, Boy Scouts of America, prepared smoothie. More smoothie action, blueberry and banana. Nice. These are my kombucha mother spores. I make my own kombucha, so this is ready for a new batch that I just got reminded I'll be doing soon. More of my pineapple, nice. Blueberries, cool. Also, when it comes to fridge temperature, especially since I have so many delicate and sensitive foods like my lettuces, my spinach, my sprouts, etc. I like to keep it on the lower end. So if you have like a dial 0 through 10, I'll keep it like between a 3 and a 4. So it's going to stay chilled, but it's not going to damage that surface. I've lost a lot of different things because of the cold temperatures. So then we get into mushrooms, huge medicine, immune booster, antioxidants. You can read books on it. There are so many tremendous health benefits from mushrooms. So what I do is I will cook these off and I will top these on my salad, or I'll just simply eat them alone with maybe some tomato and avocado. After I cook these, if I put this over a bowl of a scooped out avocado, the avocado almost starts to melt a little, like a rich oil that I really find to be beautiful and amazing. So that's a good one. Sprouts. These are enhanced nutrition, nutrient dense, enzymes, help digestion, blood circulation. They reduce acidity. They build the immunity. They bring oxygen into the blood. These are major players in my daily regimen. Now, I also make my sprouts. I buy sprouts. I always have sprouts going on in rotation. I make sprout salads where it's solely just sprouts. And then it varies what kind of sprouts I use. But if I had a diagram, where's a triangle there? On the top, I would have fruit because that's the most nutritious and absorbable healing food on the planet. And then after that, I would come down into sprouts before I would touch into vegetables. And then if you really want to start getting crazy and you're coming down more, we can get into our legumes, as we go. But I am always usually talking about things that are most nutrient dense, most absorbable, easiest to digest, and just are those power players. So I have more sprouts again. I'm loving it. I get so excited about sprouts because sprouts are living. So it's like these little shoots that are brand new. They just came into the universe and they're alive. And then when you're picking them, you are getting that electric energy. They are such potent medicine. I believe sprouts should be an integral part of anyone's routine or fridge. So now we're going to get into, I make my power salads, as I call it. And so I've got my greens. Now, of course, everything in here is organic. I am an all organic kitchen, all obviously vegan kitchen. So I do have certain criteria and kind of like limitations to this kitchen action. That is the salad, bam. We've got some cabbage here. Now with the cabbage, I don't eat it directly unless I use the leaves for a like raw version, like burger. So for example, like that, I shredded up some carrots here, okay? And I will take these carrots and I will mix them with shredded cauliflower. I should make a video on that, and a few other ingredients, nutritional yeast, and I will make a hand raw burger. And I'll use the cabbage as a leaf, like you would bread if you ate, well, back in the old days, a burger. So what I'll do with this otherwise is I'm going to shred this in my food processor. It's going to be easier to digest and absorb and work with. And it's potent medicine for the stomach. I always try to keep a head of cabbage. It lasts a really long time in the fridge, so that's really great. It's a clutch go-to. And this whole thing, shredding my carrot, I don't eat carrots whole. It's a little too taxing on the system, too dense for me, well, for the truth. So I break it down as much as I can. Best results would be a carrot juice, and then second to that, shredded to like a carrot rice, like you've seen cauliflower rice, which is a huge, huge thing I love. So I have my cauliflower here, and I am all about the cauliflower rice. Again, I am not eating this as florets or whole. That would be a little too much. I'm shredding this up in the food processor, and I'm making it into an amazing rice, a raw vegan rice. So we got more carrots here. I'm always having things prepared. I always think ahead. So I have some red onion that's going to work with anything. I even like red onion with my fruits. So that's pretty cool. I've got my garlic medicine, antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, immune boosting. The list goes on. I don't use it every day. It's very, very potent, warming effect medicine. So I use that about 2 to 3 times a week. If we're in the cold season or now with, symptoms, flu, infections, and it's coming at us, I might step up the game a couple times a week, but it really goes far. I have full respect for the garlic. Always raw. Has to be in raw. When you heat it up, you lose those constituents. Then I have shredded beet. So I, again, will food processor, chop up this beet. I'm going to expose the surface. I'm going to make it moist and digestible. This is going to be really much easier to get the benefits from. I'm going to use this like a rice, or I'm going to top it on my salad, or just as a snack spoonful. It is amazing. Maybe sprinkle a little cumin or coriander on there, or cardamom. Whoa! So I've got that. These were some sprouted pizza sheets that I got. I was going to experiment with them and do something, but I never got to it. They're still good because I just don't kind of think that way or eat that way. Now I've got my oranges, as you can see. Raw Vegan Guru, that's a lot of oranges. No, that's a negative. That actually is just a little bit of orange juice, which I'm going to make today and jar it up. Bam. Be ready to roll, because I am in defense mode. I am not aggressive, but aggressively fighting against invasion. Bottom drawer. Fresh organic basil. I love it. Basil, very, very good in so many facets. Antioxidant. We've got vitamins going on. It's just a remarkable medicine. Like all herbs, they have their different roles. So it's kind of like, should I eat, rosemary today? Should I use thyme? Yes, use herbs. Herbs are medicine. Herbs communicate with us on a cellular level. They have a language that actually activates and speaks to proper internal functions. Now, I just ordered this. It came in the mail. I'm so excited. What is it? Turmeric. It is fresh organic turmeric. I use fresh organic turmeric all the time, nearly every day. Antifungal, fights inflammation, anti-cancer. It's an immune booster. It helps with digestion. It protects the lungs. It helps fight against allergy. It heals wounds quicker. The list goes on. A lot of these things I'm talking about, you could buy books on to study the scientific and the biological, chemical reactions and power positions that these different food items hold. I am a huge believer in turmeric. I love it. I use it all the time. If I run out of fresh turmeric, I will use the powdered turmeric, but always remember combination peanut butter and jelly. Not that I'm advocating that, but peanut butter and jelly, what goes together? Turmeric and black pepper. The black pepper activates the medicine and the absorbable benefit from the turmeric. So don't do turmeric alone. Add in that little black pepper. It would be about a fourth of a teaspoon to a sizing of turmeric about that big, maybe 2 thumb size pieces is the dosage. You can also juice it, and it is amazing. So down here in the drawer, I know you can't see it as well. Let's get an angle. All right. We have lemon. Major lemon every day. When I wake up in the morning, I don't eat breakfast. I skip breakfast every day. But I do have my lemon drink. I just squeeze lemon into a glass with some water and maybe a little maple syrup to break that acidity and bring in a little sweetness. And I shoot on down. Bam, bam, bam. And it is so good. It just really revitalizes me and gives me such incredible energy. And also it's helping me to rid toxins. I'm still detoxifying from the night before because I stopped eating at a certain time, hours before sleep. So then my body could start to go into a regenerative state where it would be detoxifying, and I give it more of that time in the morning to get out, to allow my kidneys to work properly and all the elimination facets. So I get rid of waste daily. So it's a daily detoxing lifestyle, but lemon's key player. Then I put 2 to 3 lemons as my salad dressing. I love to make my own dressings. We can get into that at another time. I've got a lot of creations, and I do it on the fly too. I see something, I'm like, that's gonna work. But lemon's always the base. Then I have bell peppers. Again, major antioxidant, major vitamins. And with these colored fruits and vegetables, the more vibrant colors, the more nutrition, the more diversification of what you are going to get these benefits from, to have a healthy immune system, to have a healthy defense structure, to allow everything to be working in more of a harmonic position. So that is groovy. Cucumber. I love cucumber. I make juice from it, or I love to do the spirulina, what is that? Spiralizer. I love to make my own noodles, my own raw pasta from that. Little guys on the cucumbers as well. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm going through all this with you here and I'm thinking about it, I think that might be calling me tonight as a little cucumber pasta. So then on my door here, let's take a little turn if we can. I know the lighting isn't good. That's because my studio technicians didn't show up today to help me out. So I have peppers, hot peppers. I am a huge pepper head. What's going on with hot peppers? Let's see. Well, it speeds up metabolism. It's antifungal. It's viral, bacterial. It helps to fight cancer growth in cells, and it also helps to soothe arthritis. It has vitamins, A, B, C, and E, major antioxidant, and it really just alerts you overall. I love hot peppers. There is nothing that is too hot. I am a pepper head. Raw hot peppers, habanero, ghost chili, Carolina Reaper. Give it to me on the salad. I like it with apple too. I'll just toss an apple with lemon juice and hot peppers. That's really cool. Oh, and it's good with melon. So I have mustard. What do I do with that? I mix that with lemon sometimes and a little wasabi. I make a raw dressing. Yes. I have olives. Can't go wrong. It's a perfect snack. Again, it's really good topped on the salad. Let's see. Curry paste. I like to use that in my raw burritos. I'll take a collard green leaf and I'll smear the bottom with the curry paste, and then I'll start doing my action. That's awesome. Gut shots from fermented cabbage. Cabbage, so good for the digestive tract, so good for the healthy flora in the gut. Remember, a healthy gut is a healthy mind. I have some maple syrup local. I just use that at different times. It comes into play. It lasts forever, it seems. Hot sauces, yeah. I have these beautiful Indian, I believe they're Southern Indian hot sauces. India is my passion. Can't wait to be there. I lived there many former lives. It is deep rooted in my soul structure. Love everything about it. It's music, it's culture, it's colors, it's spirituality, it's landscape, and it's food. Oh, I love it. Miso, fermented soybean, different grains. There's different fluctuations. Good medicine. When I'm getting sick, I'll have a miso soup, a simple miso soup. I'll add some tomato on there I really like. That's maybe twice a year. It lasts forever. I keep it here on the door fridge. Then I have some pickled ginger. Again, just reference point, especially if I'm in a pinch, if I ever get sick or anything, I'm going to be going to these certain things that can last a long time in the fridge and really help me out. Bottom shelf, I have my kombuchas, probiotic drinks. I am all about a healthy mind. So, of course, I'm doing my inner work and my yoga and my meditation and my exercise and my sun and so many different avenues that are always feeding and boosting my mind. But let's not overlook the stomach, because without a healthy stomach, we're going to have a challenging time for a healthy mind. That is a much more broad and deepened topic note, but I'll simply put it, important to keep up with those natural probiotic enzyme living fermented foods for sure. So that's a tour of my fridge. Some ginger here, can't go wrong with that. Bam. I bring that into my smoothies. I always shave off the skin, the woody skin, so that I get more exposure to its medicine. And this is a vegan's fridge, a raw vegan, or vegan to raw vegan fridge. So if you have any questions or comments, also I'd like to know what's in your vegan fridge. Leave a comment below and let me know. Do you have similar items? Do you have certain go-tos that you always keep in your fridge? I would really enjoy hearing your ideas and what makes your fridge up. And again, if you have any questions or you're looking for ideas, I can help you. I am a vegan shopping expert. I can guide you through anything when it comes to vegan power. So please like, subscribe to my channel, and share. Join me on my other social media platforms, and have a blessed day. I always appreciate you being here with me. Thank you. Remember, we're changing our health consciousness. And it all starts with, I always forget, fruit. Bye.